Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today I am starting off my 100 days of makeup series. This is inspired by Glamangore. Last year, 2 years ago, she did 100 days of makeup on Instagram, so I want to do 100 days of makeup on Instagram and YouTube. So I will be posting pictures of this look on my Instagram, which will be linked down below, or I'll type it so you guys can just go and follow me on there so you don't miss anything. That's where I post about all my new videos. And I'm going to be using this intro for all of the videos. So if you keep seeing this makeup look and then I do a different makeup look, that is why. So this series is just to help use some of my makeup collection, play with things I haven't played with before, and just kind of use some stuff up, get rid of some stuff I don't really like, and keep stuff that I do really like, and find some new favorites. So today I am doing a really simple eye with a big bold purple ombre lip using some pigments and some different products I've never used before, and a bit of a hair update. I dyed my hair black, in case you guys did not know. I did it a couple days ago, so it is not very clean right now. That's why it's in a big bun. But yeah, so that is the end of my spiel. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is my eyebrows. Now that my hair is dark, I kind of have to come up with a new brow routine because I don't have any black products to use in my brows. So I just start by spooling them out just to kind of figure out what I want to do with them and the shape I want to create. So taking Jet Black from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, I just started filling in my brows with an angled brush. This was kind of trial and error, figuring out how much pigment to lay down, how much to spoolie it out, and what shape I wanted, because as you can see, it was super dark in the front rather than the back. So I'm still learning how to fill in my eyebrows with this color and figure out how I want it. I just really need to pick up some black eyebrow products. Well, to start this simple eye look, I'm just taking the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Inked in Pink. It's a really shimmery pink color, and it's kind of a rosy gold. I got it a long time ago, and it's actually one of the few that has not dried out on me. So I'm just using my finger to blend that and create a nice soft pink base all over the eye. And it will help our other shimmer colors stay on too with its added shimmer. Taking my dual-ended brush from Sephora and using the fluffy side, I'm going to go into the color Maple from the Mega Pro 3 palette and lightly blend this into my crease. I found with my dark hair that I really like using more of those warmer browns, like the peanut butter color from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and colors like Maple, just because it doesn't look so washed out on me and not so intense. Before, I couldn't really wear it with my lighter hair because it kind of almost made me look sick, and like my eye sockets were sunken in rather than carved out in like a pretty way. It kind of made me look like really sick and like I had the flu. So I'm just blending this in to the very crease so that we have a nice soft brown transition. Now going into the color Bellini with the other side of this brush, I'm just going to pick it up and pack this onto my lids. It's a really pretty kind of peachy shimmery shade with some champagne undertones like a Bellini would be. So I'm just going to pack that on. I highly suggest getting this dual-ended brush from Sephora just because it makes makeup application so much easier and cuts down your time. So now I'm going to use my Fit Me Concealer in Fair to go around my eyebrows and highlight my brow bone. For me, it was just to kind of cover up the smudges from the eyeshadow that I was using. So you can totally skip this step if you kind of have your brows all figured out and have a brow routine, but this is just how I was able to cover them up and highlight and make them look normal, I guess you could say. So I'm taking this kind of, I don't know how to describe the shape. It's kind of tapered on one end and then it gets bigger at the end. I don't know. I got it in like a pack from Walgreens. I am just going to blend it out. Moving on to our full face, I am just color correcting some of these dark spots I have from acne with a little bit of green primer. Now I'm just priming the rest of my face with, I think this is the Angel Veil primer, just because I'm using a tinted moisturizer, so I want a primer that's a little bit thicker and more corrective with my skin. I'm sorry if you can hear the clicking on my laptop. I don't have my usual mic, so you're hearing all the little clicks. But for the rest of my skin, I'm using this tinted moisturizer from OLAY that has sunscreen in it. And I am just dotting this all over my face and blending it out with a beauty blender. I'm also getting my ears just because this color is a little bit off for me, especially with it just being the beginning of summer. At the time of filming, I had no color, and really I don't get a lot of color in the summer anyway because I am so pale, but I will be self-tanning this summer, so stay tuned for updates on that. So I'm just going to conceal under my eyes with my Fit Me concealer. This is all pretty standard for how I do my makeup in the summertime. This is my usual skin routine. I don't like wearing a lot of heavy foundation, and if my skin products have SPF in them, it just makes life easier so I'm not so oily and gunky all over. But I'm just blending that out with a different kind of face sponge. I use all kinds of sponges now, just trying to practice and get used to different techniques. Now I'm just going to set this all with some loose powder. This is my Smooth Operator powder from Tarte, and just to keep from creasing. And like I said before, I have oily skin, so I like to correct that. Now I'm just going to tight line my eyelids with some black liner, and this is from Too Faced, and it's the waterproof kind. And yes, I tight line my eyes with my eyes closed because it's the only way I can do it. So now using a little bit of my Color Stay Liner from Revlon, I am just going to do a simple eyeliner, nothing too thick or thin. And now I'm using the mascara that I love, I think it's the High Definition Mascara from Clinique, or maybe the High Impact. It's one of those two. It's the little sample ones. I'm just putting that on my top and bottom lashes. And now for the rest of the face. I'm going to bronze up with my NYX bronzer, and this is my Holy Grail bronzer. And I'm using it with an angled brush just to go in and do a light contour. I don't want anything too thick or heavy just because we don't have a whole lot of makeup on our face, so I don't want to overpower what we're going to be doing later with the lips. But I do contour my nose and my lips. That's just an everyday kind of thing for me. And going around my hairline as usual because I have a big forehead, especially when I pull my hair back, it stretches everything out. So now we are going to take this highlighting powder from NYX. This is in Narcissist. It's one of their illuminating powders. I'm just going to sweep that on the apples of my cheeks with a fan brush. It's just a light peachy powder that highlights and really illuminates without giving that metallic finish, and it doesn't look glittery either. So now the lips. This is the most important part of the look, and probably my favorite lip I have ever done. So taking Heroine from MAC, I'm just going to line my natural lips. I don't really know how to overline, so I just don't do it to avoid making a big mess. But I'm just slowly outlining to make sure that everything stays nice and precise. You really want to define your natural lip line. I'm just going around the bottom here. I did not use lip plumper, but you are more than welcome to if you want to. And I just fill them in slightly just to give the makeup a little bit of wear time. Now using the Colored Rain liquid lipstick in Roulette, I'm just going to fill that all in. This stuff does get on your teeth, by the way. It's a little chunky. And now in the middle of my lips to create that ombre, I'm going to use Respect the Pink from NYX. This is one of their liquid suede liquid lipsticks. One of my favorites, by the way. It's just that big Barbie, like Nicki Minaj pink. Now taking a slight bit of this white pigment. You can't really see it on the lid. But I'm just taking it on a little tiny concealer brush. And I'm going to pat it all over my lips, especially over top of that pink part. This helps blend out any lines that there might be and also gives you a really nice shine without having to put gloss on. So you still have a nice matte ombre while having that really light middle with a really dark outside. And plus this pigment doesn't dry out, it's almost silky, so it kind of helps bring some moisture back. I'm just going in and relining parts of my lips. I wanted a slight bit darker, which definitely helped bring out that pink. And that is it. I'm really proud of this look. I hope you guys like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I was feeling my arms that day. And I will see you guys next time on my channel. Subscribe to 100 Days of Makeup. Bye.